Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel GCSE Maths paper 2 from Edexcel, and this is the foundation tier paper on question 18. And we're covering all the questions, so if you find this helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. So question 18 says we've got two machines that both make car parts, and we're told that machine A makes 6 parts every 10 minutes, and machine B makes 13 parts every 15 minutes. And so we're told the number of hours that both machines are going to be working on the Monday. So it says that machine A works 12 hours on Monday and machine B makes 10 hours on Monday. And we've got to work out the total number of parts that the machines are going to make on the Monday. So if we look at the machine A first of all, then we're going to say that's going to make, A will make 6 parts in 10 minutes. So we need to, first of all, because we're looking for 12 hours, we need to scale that up to hours. And because there's 60 minutes in an hour, then we need to times that 10 by 6 to get to 1 hour. That's because there's 60 minutes in an hour. And so because we've done that, we've also got to do this side as well. So we've got to times that by 6. And if we times 6 by 6, we're going to get 36. So we can see that we get 36 parts from machine A in 1 hour. And we're actually told that machine A is working for 12 hours on the Monday. So we've got 12 hours of work. And so that's going to have to be multiplied by 12. And so because we've multiplied that by 12, then we can say we've got 36 times 12 is the number of parts that I've got in 12 hours. And since we're on the calculator paper, I might as well do that on here. So 12 times 36, and that's 432 parts from machine A in the 12 hours. So 436 parts in 12 hours. And we're now going to look at machine B. So machine B, we can see we've got 13 parts in 15 minutes. So again, what we want to do is we want to scale that up to 10 hours. But first of all, we need to find out how many parts we're going to make in 1 hour. And because we've got, again, it's 60 minutes in an hour, so we need to multiply the 15 by 4, because 4 15s will make 60. So I'm going to times that by 4 to go from 15 minutes to 1 hour. And that means I've got to times this one by 4 as well. So 4 13s is going to be 52. So we can see we're going to make 52 parts in 1 hour. And we now need to get to 10 hours. Well, 10 hours is going to multiply the number of 1 hour by 10. So 10 hours. And so we need to multiply the 52 by 10. So we probably don't need the calculator for that, because we can just see that 10 times 52 is going to give us 520 parts in 10 hours. So then the total is just going to be found by adding the 436 to the 520. So the total is equal to 436 plus 520. And if you're on the calculator paper, which this is, I probably would use the calculator, but I'm just going to do it this way, adding in columns at the moment. So that's going to be 5, and then we've got 9. So 956 parts on the Monday. So that's question 18 done. Question 19 is a question where we've got a diagram of a kitchen and it's drawn to the scale 1 to 30. And what that means is that any distances on our diagram are actually 30 times smaller than they would be in reality. So our objects or distances on here, on our diagram, are 30 times smaller than in reality. And what we're asked to do is we've got a table and we've got to show where it could be put on our diagram given these conditions. So it's got to be more than 180 centimeters from A, and A is a point, and more than 150 centimeters from BC, which is a line. So first thing we need to think about is this actual scale. So if it's got to be 180 centimeters from A, then actually on our diagram, what we've got to do is we've got to divide 180 by 30. So divided by 30. We could use a calculator for that. That will end up being 6. So that means on our diagram, we've got to be more than 6 centimeters from A on the diagram, which would represent 180 centimeters in real life. And to do that, we would set our compass. We'd use a compass for this. So we need a compass, and we'd set the radius to 6 centimeters. And then with it set at 6 centimeters, we actually draw an arc. So obviously I'm drawing this freehand, but you'd be using a compass, and so you get a really nice smooth arc, part of a circle there with my compass set there. And so that distance on our diagram would be 6 centimeters, but what it would do is it would represent 180 centimeters. And we've also got to be more than 150 centimeters from BC. So from BC, again, we need to take our 150 centimeters, but we need to divide it by 30. I can show divide by using it as a fraction. And if I do that, that will give me 5 centimeters. So we're looking for, it's got to be more than 5 centimeters from this line BC. So to do that, what we would do is we'd actually measure the distance 5 centimeters here, and at the bottom as well, 5 centimeters. And we could join them up. So with a straight line, and then that distance then would be 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. And so, oops, I didn't need the calculator there. So then what we've got to do finally is show by shading on the diagram the region where Sam can put the table. So that just means, since it can't be in this region here, and it can't be in this region here, it just means me shading in like this, which I do just by cross-hatching. Don't spend ages shading this in. It can take quite a while to colour it all in. So just do it by cross-hatching, and we've shaded the region where the table could be. So a table could be here. So that's that one done. Question 20, we've got an inequality. So this is saying that 14n, where n is a number, has got to be greater than. So that means that whatever on this side is greater than whatever's on this side. So that's the greater than, reading from left to right. And we can just treat this like an equation. So what I would do is I would try and get anything with n on the left-hand side and anything with a number on the right-hand side. So I'm going to take away 11n from both sides, just treating it like an equation. So if I was solving an equation, I just do the same thing on both sides. And so if I do that, 14n take away 11n gives me 3n, and that's going to be greater than, and now the 11n's have cancelled, and that's greater than 6. The next thing I'm going to do, I want to just get the n on its own. So I can say, right, let's divide both sides by 3. So if I do that, then I end up with n is greater than, so the 3's cancel there, and with n is greater than 2. And we've done that one. So that's n is greater than 2 is how we would have to express our answer. So now part B, we've got on a number line below, show the set of values of x for which we've got two sides to this. X, well, we've got -2 is less than, this means x plus 3, but also x plus 3 is less than or equal to 4. So the way I would do this is I would split this up into two inequalities. So these are actually two inequalities brought together. So I would say, right, let's look at this one. 2 is less than x plus 3. And so what I'm going to do is just get the 3 removed from here. So take away 3 and take away 3. And so what I end up with, -2 minus 3 gives me -5. And that is going to be less than x. So that's the 3's cancelling there. I'll just move this up a little. If we look at the other side of the inequality, that is going to be x plus 3. And this means is less than or equal to. So as well as being less than, x could also be equal to 4. And so I'm going to take away the 3 there, take away the 3 there. And so that gives me x is less than or equal to 1. And I'm going to put these two inequalities back together again now. So with x in the middle, that means that x is greater than -5, but it's less than or equal to 1. So what I do is I represent this as circles. Now, if it's not got the equals to as well, we'll just put a circle like that, and we don't fill it in. And so that's at -5. That's why I've written that above the -5. And if it's got the equals to, so at 1, got a circle, but we actually fill it in. So that shows that x can actually take the value of 1, whereas x has got to be greater than -5. And then all I do is I just join those 2 points together. And that's that one done. So I hope that's been helpful to you. If it has, please like our video and also consider subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.